Patak-tum boom, patak-tum boom, patak-tum boom, patak-tum boom. Welcome to episode 2 of the Eldorado Fortress. Lego fans and the Lego Curious. I'm Mr. Big City, and I'm going to continue on the build and the just a small little tutorial where I'm at. Stage 2. Just gonna go through the whole basics of this whole situation. It's going down. Alright, so we are number 7 in the book, and in the second largest bag you will find the white curved pieces, and the other two in the largest bag of 1. The two white connectors connect to the black base connectors, and these are to form the curved bottom of the ship. So here we go. These connect to that bit there and also that bit, and then you got to put these on here, and then we move on to number 8, and in number 8 it's just simply putting these white pieces here. It's like 4 of them, and they should line directly with those 2 pieces here, and you want the curved bits at the bottom. So you got these are going to be straight and the curved bottom, so bottom over here, and that's how you get that nice curved bottom of the base of the ship. Now the next part over here is just adding these red pieces onto there. We're moving on. Number 10, not too hard, just putting on these green pieces and these white pieces on here on top of that beige, and you should have a length over here, 1 piece length room over here, a little gap there to add on later. Now there's a white piece here in number 11. This piece here is a 3-layer, not the usual 2-tier. So you see these curved pieces, usually they have 2 tiers on them, but this one is a 3-tier piece. And then you have to have a 4-piece connector space should fit over here. So you see 1, 2, 3, 4, and then that big nice little deck room over here, that should fit there perfectly. So you need to leave, so when you're adding this one on, this is like a 1 space over here, and this here should fit into these 4-piece length here, and it should fit on the then all this should fit over here perfectly. And then of course we move on to number 12. You're doing the same thing again, but you just got to make sure you're doing it opposite way. So, and then obviously here it should be flat when putting them on, not, and then this semicircle here should be there. Let's put on flat if you can see it there. So it should be flat, not curved. So the curved side should be on the bottom, and the top bit should be flat, and then you've got it right. And then we've got number 13, and you're just adding that red rudder, the rudder as a red piece, and that just connects over there. And then these 1-piece circle ones just go along that bottom side of the boat there, and that will be where you fit. This is the when adding this one, this is, you should find this in the large bag 1, and this is the largest white rectangle white rectangle piece that you can find. And then obviously the red piece on the back where that rudder was, that should fit perfectly to get the white piece. And just simply just move it down a little until that white piece should be flat on there and the red piece on the back. Yeah, that piece there, so it's just should go together, and that red piece just needs moving down a bit. If it's a bit up and you can't get the white piece on correctly, and that'll be why, because it's getting blocked. And then we move on, just adding these black pieces and then small pieces over here, 4 pieces, and then black piece. And the 2 black pieces you use should have hollowed out cross so a spindle piece can get through them. So make sure you're not just using any one, you've got to get the one that has like a spindle piece inside, and you should be okay from there. The one side of this 3-piece back piece fits on 3 pieces on the deck of the boat, and the other side fits on the triangle shape shorter side at the top to fit in line with the boat. So when adding these, just make sure that there's 3-piece spaces there, and you got 3-piece length on the side, and they just go on there. And you got to make sure that the most inner part, the triangle, goes in there to fit in line with the boat curved shape. And you've got to do the same on the other side. And number 17, here we go, this is number 17 now. And 8-piece black piece you will find in the large bag one. This is the longest flat white piece as well. It's nice little, so make sure when you put that on, it's like a flat white piece, and that should go on there, and that's the longest one you should find in that bag. There are some shorter ones, but they'll be on for later. And obviously that super cool white boat deck pieces go on 1 piece length on the edge of the white boat deck, also goes on a 4-piece length on top. The grey spindle here goes in long side first, then add black cap spindle pieces on top of the grey spindle. So that the grey spindle is that side there, that goes in there long side, and then you just add these black pieces on top of the deck shape. And moving on to number 19, and here we go. These are like the bit of the deck where the rosewood should go through, and this is the 3 fat side of the bottom. The white square only connects to 1 piece length. Right, so these the fatter side should go on top of these black pieces here, and then just put the black piece on top of them. And then there's this square here, this white square you see here, should only connect to 1 piece over there, and you should have 3 spaces underneath there, should be free to connect onto there. And then you got to do the same for the other side of the boat. Just put the white square piece on first, so it's easier, so you don't get confused because you're doing it flip side other way around. So put the square on piece first so you know which side to go on, and then you just add that onto there. Should go on nicely. Number 21, and then the 3-piece length black piece should help connect the other side of the previous to the boat. There should be 1 piece gap right here on both sides. So you see over here, so when adding these black pieces over here, there should be like a little one space length gap on this side here on the bottom bit to add these red connectors over here at number 23. And then number 24, you got should only one piece length side should connect to the long side. So you see here there's only should be like one space to connect on there, and you want to go the longer side of these should be facing up. So you got 4 pieces on the back, like a 2-piece connector there. But you just want to add one piece side because it does. You can add it the other way, but you don't want to do that right now. And then it's number 26. And at this point, I was just really impressed how Lego uses the same pieces in all of them to build different sets. And these are the 2-tier sets that you need. And I was talking about because the other side of the last page, it was a 3-piece connector, and this is the 2-piece connector. And then you just add these on, these little curved pieces. I don't see why they just use block ones, but they got these pieces here. I guess it looks kind of more aesthetically pleasing. And then you got these red ones just to go on there, and that should connect these on top of that square, on top of there. Should be okay. And then you got number 27. And number 27 is just adding more, simply just put more of these red pieces, just connecting them onto this side and that side. And then you've got this like a lovely curved red piece over here, and that just connects just in there, should fit in there next to that piece and that piece with the gap. And then number 29, the 6-piece length goes on top of the 4-piece, and it should have 1-piece length on either side. The yellow piece go 2-piece length right in the center. So that 4-piece length, the 6-piece length should go on top of the 4-piece length, and it should have 1 space on each side. And this yellow piece here goes right in the middle and center, 2-piece length, and then you just add that on top. Right, and then I just added the rudder thingy over here, and then that'll be the end of this video, and I will start putting on the second half of stage 1, and this should be more interesting on this next half because it's going to be more aesthetics, more building up the ship, the most really interesting part of this. So I think most of the difficult parts on, and the second half is going to be more interesting. We're going to start building it up and putting the sails on and stuff. So I'll catch you next time. Laters.